We are going to be reading only summer books for an entire week. Look how sweet! Navigating friendships in your 20s can be quite difficult. Does that not look so yummy? What is a summer reading vlog without an Emily Henry book? Good morning. It is Monday morning and it is the start of a new week, the start of a new vlog. I've just got back from the gym, hence why I'm looking a bit rouge. But I thought I'd start a new vlog. I'd pick up the camera. There is an intention behind this vlog. I feel like usually I'm just kind of like just vlogging my week, but this one kind of has some sort of challenge purpose to it. And that is that we are going to be reading only summer books for an entire week. I'm in my summer reading era, so I was like, let's just this week bash out as many summer reads as we can. The past 3 books I've read have been kind of summery, so I thought let's keep this rolling. I am having a great time with the summer books, so that's what we're doing. My current read is very highly anticipated. Yesterday I put on my Instagram story a little poll, like choose my read, and it was between The Shampoo Effect and Happy Place by Emily Henry. And I have never read an Emily Henry book. I don't know if that is like a criminal offence. I don't know if I need jail time as someone who reads a lot of books and as someone who reads books as part of their job. I've never read an Emily Henry book. Now, I very wrongly thought that after reading Abby Jimenez, and if you watch that vlog, you know that I didn't really enjoy it, and that is okay. It's not for everyone. I was worried after that being my one and only Abby Jimenez book. I lumped Emily Henry in that kind of summer romance genre that everyone on Book Talk always talks about. I delayed picking this up because I was so worried that I'd have a bad reading experience, and I can tell you for a fact that I have not. Yesterday I basically bricked my phone for the entire day and I sat in the sun because we're currently going through a heat wave, which is why it felt quite apt to do summer reads, because the only thing I want to read at the moment is like summery books. We're almost the middle of July. It's like peak summer, no? Like perfect time to read a summer book. So yesterday I was sat in the sun, had my little beach towel out, and I just picked this up after finishing, what did I finish? Dolly All the Time, which again, new release from Annabel Monaghan, and I'd never read any of her books before. That was great. Loved it. Fake dating, just all the summer vibes, which I really enjoyed. So that's another summer rec, but that's not in this video. But the current read is Happy Place, and yesterday I'm gonna say I read about 200 pages, got through about half of it, and this morning I read a bit of a chunk at the gym. Just having a great time. I'm feeling all the summer vibes. I've heard a lot of people say that Happy Place is their favorite Emily Henry book, so I think I picked a good one. Someone who's never read Emily Henry before, please leave your favorite books in the comments or whatever. Let me know, because I fear I'm gonna need to read them all now, and I'm like, okay, where do I go next? This I can definitely finish it either today or tomorrow, and then I'm like, what's next? It was between this and The Shampoo Effect, but I'm going out tomorrow. I might do a bit of book shopping tomorrow, so I might treat myself to that, which I'm so excited about. I love a new release. I love a new summery book. Obviously this isn't new, so it's just lots of summer vibes. All good. But I'm in the middle of making my breakfast, so let's go do that. I'm just in the process of making my morning coffee. Breakfast is made. We've obviously got a little yogurt bowl. Yesterday, I don't know what came over me, but I just was like, I've been seeing everyone making cold foam. Never tried it. So I was like, I'm gonna try cold foam, and it was actually really nice. So we're gonna do that now, and I've literally just got the tiniest amount, and I'm just gonna whisk it up. This is actually oat cream, because that's all we had in the fridge. I'm assuming it's better to use like proper cream. And I don't even know if this is like what cold foam actually is, but in my head this is what it is. So I've just got oat cream, and then I added a bit of my vanilla syrup. So it's like a little vanilla cold foam. Obviously not going to do this every day, just like a little treat, but I don't know why this morning just felt like treating myself to another little cold foam top of coffee. Look at that. Look how good that looks. Does it not look so yummy? I need to open my own coffee shop. Who needs a takeaway coffee when you can just make something like this at home? Stunning, absolutely stunning. I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna eat my breakfast, drink my coffee and get on with my day, and I will catch up when we've done a bit of reading later. I'm just at my desk editing last week's vlog, but I need to give you a coffee update. You need to make cold foam. Like, this is just such a little treat to brighten up my day. I feel like I'm in the best mood. Oh, hello. Is that sad to say? It's just great, but I'm editing my vlog. I need to do my morning journal. Once I get more things ticked off, I'm gonna read our book. It's now like 7 p.m. Come out for a little Kindle walk. Literally have only just shut my laptop, and you know when your parents used to say like, oh, if you look at a screen you're gonna go square-eyed from like watching too much TV. That's how I feel. I was like, I need to get outside. I need to touch grass. I'm being attacked by flies. It's feeling a bit cooler. There is more of a breeze today. I say breeze, it's like wind. Very gusty. I think the fly is gone. It was literally harassing me and I was getting very overstimulated. What I wanted to say is that I've really been enjoying reading physical books at the moment. I am a Kindle girly through and through, especially because I love to read on the go. Like, I have my little Kindle walks, I read in the gym, and ultimately what made me get a Kindle in the first place was the convenience. Like, I think I was reading Iron Flame, like the physical copy, and I took it into London and I was taking it everywhere, and obviously can't remember how many pages exactly, but I'm gonna say like 600 plus. Like, it was a chunky book. I remember I went to my friend's leaving party, took it with me. One, it was so heavy it didn't fit in my bag, and two, I ended up spilling water on it somehow, and I was just like, I need a Kindle. I can't be doing this. Taking a Kindle with all your books on it is so much more convenient, but at the same time, like, I love getting cozy with a book in the evening. I mean, a physical book. It's just no better feeling than reading a physical book. Hence why I want to go book shopping and get some more physical books, but I don't know, it's just so expensive. It really adds up, especially when you get the physical copy and then the Kindle copy. Like, we're in a cost of living crisis. I wish physical books came with like a QR code and then you had access to the Kindle version. That would just be incredible, but I know they gotta make money, fair enough. A girl can dream. Happy Tuesday, I'm just getting ready for the day. Excuse the plaster on my finger. I've had a bit of like a nail casualty. My plans for the day have kind of been changed. I was supposed to get my nails done today. I was supposed to go book shopping, but unfortunately my nail tech is poorly, but it meant that my appointment got rescheduled to tomorrow. So we're gonna do our little solo date tomorrow, which, to be fair, I'm not mad about. I could really just do with a day of getting stuff done at home, and that's what we're doing. As I'm getting ready, I'm reading Happy Place. I'm 87% of the way through. I've only got 51 minutes left, so we're definitely finishing it today, and I'm absolutely loving it. I fear I'm now an Emily Henry stan, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to pick up one of her books, because I love her writing, and I think it's just, I don't know, it is the perfect summer read. I just put a question box up on my Instagram stories asking for people's summer book recs. I literally get the best recommendations from you guys, and it is great. It is great, just what I need, because it takes the decision making process out of my hands a lot of the time. There are some goodies which I'm very excited to read, some more that have been on my agenda, but I feel like I need to get another Emily Henry book. I think tomorrow when I'm going book shopping, I'm definitely going to try and get the Shampoo Effect. Hopefully they have it in stock, but I think I might see if they've got any more Emily Henry books. What is a summer reading vlog without an Emily Henry book? I need to finish getting ready, but then I've got something to show you. I just filmed a 1-minute reading review, and I didn't realise how much anxiety, like, my hands are shaking. I felt like I was in an exam because I had like a timer. I need something to calm me down. My Tala package has arrived. I said in my previous video that I was going to treat myself to some new pajamas, which is exactly what I did. Bought this with my own money, just to disclaim, but Tala are having a sale. I don't know if they will be by the time this goes out. Look how sweet! Little floral print. I saw Ellen had these and I was like, I need them in my life. I need a new set of PJs for this warmer weather. Tala obviously is always going to be good quality. How cute. I'm going to wear them this evening. Cute. Just what I needed to cheer me up and calm me down. Love. Let me just put you down here and show you the little try on. How sweet. Perfect for summer. I kind of wish I'd ordered more because they have loads of different colorways. It feels very good quality. I haven't got my Ninja Creamy out since, I'm gonna say like December, Christmas time, because it's just a big gadget. But now we're in a heat wave. I was like, I need to make myself some ice cream. I've made like a little protein chocolate ice cream thing, and that is gonna be my pudding. I'm so excited. I've been thinking about it for days and I just keep forgetting to get it out. I literally could eat the entire thing. Maybe I will, who knows. Having a mini reading break, and got the Ninja Creamy down, dusted off the cobwebs because yeah, I don't think I've used it since Christmas potentially. We've got the creamy. I used Alpro chocolate protein milk and a scoop of vanilla protein powder, and then a bit of xanthan gum, which I heard is supposed to be a good thickener. I'm nervous, it's so loud. I want light ice cream. It's gonna be so loud. Well, that was loud. I don't know if it's quite done. It's looking a bit frosty. I might add some more chocolate milk. Hopefully that's enough. I think I've got 1 chapter left. 2 chapters left. It's looking better. I think it's done. That looks a lot better. Dessert is served. I'm gonna eat this and I'm absolutely gonna finish this. I don't want it to be over. I'm kind of sad. But it just means we get another summer book and another Emily Henry book. I think people are saying Beach Read is the second best. I'm gonna see if they have it in Waterstones tomorrow. Guys, I finished. I loved it. I don't know why it's taken me so long to read an Emily Henry book. I feel like I've been missing out all this time. That was so nice. And the ending, I really liked the message at the end that like you should pursue whatever makes you happy. I feel like sometimes you forget that you need to do things for you as opposed to what society has told you you need to do or what the people around you expect of you. And that has taken me a good few years to come round to, and I think I am very privileged to have a family and a support system who fully support me in whatever I do. I think one of the things that mental health, or my struggle with mental health, has taught me is that I am always going to pursue the route that makes me the happiest. I spent years thinking that I wanted a certain thing and then realizing that actually no, that's not what I want anymore, and that's okay. What you want in life can change. What you want from life can change. That's just part of life. You can't put a price on happiness, and as long as you know it makes sense for you and it's what makes you happy, then that is always going to be the right decision. It just really resonated with me as someone who's kind of tried to fit into what society tells us to do, and then in recent years I was like, actually no, that's not for me. I'm going to try and carve my own path, and even though people might judge me or it might be the scarier path, it's worth a shot if it's what makes me happy. I love Harriet and Win. I need to mull it over, but my gut instinct is maybe 4.5. I feel like miscommunication between 2 main characters can be quite frustrating, but I feel like the way this was written and how you delve into both Harriet and Win's kind of family trauma and mental health, you really understand their psyche a bit more and why they do push people away and why they do make the decisions they make, because obviously as a reader you're like, goodness sake, if you just spoke more, if you just communicated. But it makes sense with the characters' like upbringing and their family. Or I really loved the writing. I liked how we jumped between like the past and the present. I think it was a really nice read, and I'm definitely gonna have to pick up another Emily Henry. Good morning, it's Wednesday. Just driven into town for a bit of a mooch, very brief mooch. I've probably got about an hour, and then I'm going to get my nails done. I'm very excited because they are hanging on for dear life. There's a parking lady, so I'm gonna need to go and get my ticket, and then I'll chat with you. First place we're gonna go is obviously Waterstones. I think I need to go to Boots. You know when you run out of everything at the same time? I feel like I'm in that sort of scenario. I'd like to go to Anthropology because I broke one of my glasses the other day, and that was really quite upsetting. It was my favourite one as well, so we've got to go and replace that. I don't have too long, so I'm gonna skedaddle and I'll catch you in a bit. Goodness, it is so hot. I'm done and I'm off to get my nails done. I'm so glad I came out early as opposed to like in the midday sun, because it is warm. Probably shouldn't have worn a black top with sleeves like I did yesterday. But I just like the outfit. I'm an outfit repeater, what can I say? I'll show you what I got when I get home. I mean, I didn't get a lot. It's like the tiniest haul ever, but still fun. I'm gonna go get my nails done. I'm literally just gonna go plain. That is what suits me at the moment, what I enjoy. I don't like thinking about what I'm gonna get. So we're gonna go like milky pink as per. Catch you when I'm done with my nails. I fear I'm just having one of those afternoons where everything's going wrong. Hence why I've just shoved my hair into a bun. I don't know, I was getting very, very overstimulated. But these are the new nails. As I said, very clean, very minimalist. I look like an egg, so I'm gonna take this out. Book shopping in Waterstones healed something in me. I literally was in there for potentially half an hour just looking. I was looking for Beach Read. They didn't have it unless I wanted like a special edition hardback, and I was like, I mean, I'm excited to read the book, but I don't want to spend like 20 quid. I still had a great time. I'll give you a tiny haul of what I picked up. The most exciting purchase was the Shampoo Effect. This is going to be our next read, I've decided. I saw it and I was just like, I can't say no. I really wanted to get this book, so I picked it up. I think I'm going to start that this evening. I have a big to-do list, so once everything gets ticked off. Then we went into Boots and did a bit of like a restock on hair products. I ran out of my favourite shampoo, which was the Dove Repair. I can't remember what it was called. It was literally £2.99 and I tried to repurchase it and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I'm not sure if they've just had a rebrand and it's this under a different name. But this said Damage Rescue. I think it was something like Damage Repair or something. So I was like, that kind of sounds similar. So I'm hoping this is the same product but just a rebrand. Who knows? I could be completely wrong, but I got that. I was watching Sophia and Cinzia's Harry Styles vlog the other week, and Cinzia was talking about the hair products that she uses for her curls. I picked these two products up. I've got a curl jelly and then a curl mousse. They were on offer, so I was like, let's give them a go. It was a bit of a hair care spree, I guess. That is everything. I then went into M&S, did a bit of mooching. I went into Anthropology and I tried to repurchase my croissant glass that I unfortunately smashed the other day. That glass is my pride and joy. My hyperfixation glass, I would have it for every single coffee. So I was feeling a bit glum about that. And they only had 4 left, 4 croissant glasses, and none of them were giving. I am the person who spent, I don't even know, like a good amount of time picking the perfect glass, and they were all like, the croissants weren't in the right place. They were all concentrated at the bottom. It wasn't the right one. So I was like, I'm not gonna buy it for the sake of it. I'm gonna wait until I find the perfect glass. The hunt continues. And then what else did I do? I went into Free People. I was gonna go to the library. I need to sign up to my library because I'm not a library member, which is a shock because obviously I love books. I've been meaning to do it for literally over a year and I just haven't been. So I tried to do that and then I ran out of time. The reason I want to do it is because I want access to the Libby app. I find it really weird, the fact that I get it because obviously library, Libby, but the fact that my name is Libby, I had someone comment this the other day being like, I love that your name is Libby and you like books because of the Libby app. My mum is the biggest library book Libby app user. So when she says stuff like, oh, I've requested something on Libby, or Libby's down, or Libby's not working, and I'm like confused. It's just very strange that we've got the same name, but at the same time it does feel quite apt. Book Girly has the same name as a book library app. That is still on the to-do list for this week. Going to Waterstones really filled my cup. I think I might potentially do an online book order. I just really enjoyed reading Happy Place primarily as a physical book. I don't know what it is, especially summer reads. There's something about reading the physical version of a summer book. I don't know, especially like on holiday with a physical book, although obviously in the heat books and me don't go very well. I remember I read one day, maybe 2 years ago when I was in Greece. It was completely my fault, but I left the book in the sun and then obviously like the glue that holds all the pages together melted. And then my book just kind of started falling out into my hands. And this was another one of the reasons that I ended up purchasing a Kindle. But I don't know why. I feel like I associate physical books with holidays and reading on holiday. Also because obviously like you go to the airport, you see if they've got any good airport reads. I don't know. I like reading a physical book on holiday. Speaking of my mother and her reading habits, she loves World of Books. It's basically just like secondhand books. I'm assuming most people already use this, but I haven't purchased anything primarily because I just read on my Kindle. But I might do just to save a little coin because reading can be expensive. I might look for some Emily Henry books on World of Books, especially because I literally picked up Happy Plates for £1.50, £1.25, £1.50 in a charity shop. Yeah, look, they've got loads of Emily Henry books. That's literally half price on World of Books. I think I might just do a big fat summer read haul so that when I finish this, I have loads of books lined up. Someone commented saying that I should do an Emily Henry marathon, and if I'm completely honest, that sounds incredible. I need to get back to my mammoth to-do list and basically fixing everything that has gone wrong with the day. So I'll catch you later. Fingers crossed I can get everything done. Am I making myself a coffee at 5 p.m, I hear you ask? Absolutely. I need the energy. See, this mug is cute with the ice creams. It feels very summery, but I miss my croissant. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've got a million and one things to do, and a coffee is gonna get me through. So I don't usually have it this time of day. This is just what the doctor ordered. I'm not gonna do any cold foam because that is unnecessary, and it should be a treat. I mean, do whatever you want. Every day is a treat. Waking up to see another day is a treat. Treat yourself. I'm an enabler. I've got a little friend. Even though it's like 30 whatever degrees, he still wants to play. Good morning, happy Thursday. Food shop is just about to arrive. Look how I feel. It's just been one of those mornings, literally since yesterday afternoon. I just feel like everything is going wrong. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, and I don't want to just be really negative, but at the same time, I just always want to bring a bit of reality to your feed, to social media, and this is how I'm feeling. Everything has gone wrong. I've cried multiple tears, and the food shop's just arrived, so we're going to unpack that, and then I will unpack whatever's going on in my brain with you in a sec. Bye. I just need to unpack the food shop. Also, my Aura ring has died, and I think this is kind of factored into how I'm feeling. Like, my Aura ring is my pride and joy. It is my favourite thing in the world. I did get sent, very kind, Ultra Human sent me their ring, which just so happened to arrive the day my Aura ring died, which felt like some twist of fate. I mean, I've literally only used it this morning, but it's not the same. I charged it last night, and I woke up this morning, like fully charged, and I woke up this morning and it's dead. Over the past few days, it just hasn't been tracking my workouts, it hasn't been tracking my heart rate correctly, and I thought it was potentially because I was wearing it wrong or I was sweating or whatever. I think it's just done its time, which is really sad because this is literally like my emotional support Aura ring, and the fact that it has died is really quite sad. So I need to try and figure out how I can get in touch with the Aura people, if that's even possible. I think it might still be in warranty. It's just been one of those days. We're gonna try and turn it around, but we've got a food shop, and I thought as I unpack I could show you some of my current hyperfixation foods that I got on the order, because I have said this in previous videos, but I'm a woman of many hyperfixations. I don't know, I love seeing people's food shops. I don't know if that's weird, like that is just something that I could sit and watch it all the time. So I'm gonna unpack the food shop and I will just show you some little bits as they kind of pop up, I guess. First thing, dark milk chocolate. This M&S one is so good, delicious, but also Cadbury dark milk buttons, 10 out of 10. If you're not on the dark milk train, give it a go and thank me later. Then we've got my hyperfixation breakfast, which is this yogurt by a mango passion fruit. I also like the strawberry one. Every yogurt bowl is this with my chocolate granola and some berries or fruit or whatever. Proper chips, any flavour, although prawn cocktail is my favourite at the moment. Definitely a hyperfixation. I discovered this in a vlog maybe like a month ago. Absolutely delicious. Every single breakfast just feels like you're cleansing your insides. It's delicious. This isn't a hyperfixation, but I thought it was interesting. I'm vegetarian, so I got some veggie marshmallows. I don't know why at the moment. I have seen so many, I guess it's that time of year, like 4th of July, whatever. I've seen so many people making s'mores. I really crave a s'more. I've probably only had them like 2 or 3 times in my life, but I saw these like proper big chunky marshmallows, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna do that. Make a s'more, roast some marshmallows. These looked really yummy. Not necessarily a hyperfixation, but a favourite for a reason. The M&S Colin the Caterpillar sweets. I love party time. If you haven't tried the party time ones, get to know, but Also got regular Collins. Yeah, that's the food shop unpacked. I need to get ready because I have a friend coming in about an hour and we're going for a little walk, which I think will do me the world of good. A yap in nature. Forget about whatever happened this morning. I need to fix this appearance, but I'm excited. I need to give you a reading update. So last night I started The Shampoo Effect, and I say I started. I did not read that many pages because I was so zonked. I'm probably, I don't even know, 20 pages in, but I'm excited to read that today. I enjoyed the beginning. It does feel very summery. I feel like I need to do solo dates more often. I feel like I want to do one at least once a month, and I know that that potentially is a bit excessive. You've got to treat yourself. You've got to carve out time for self-care, time for yourself, and I rarely go for a trip around the bookshop and just see what there is. I feel like a lot of times I'll see a book recommendation on social media and then just instantly get it on my Kindle, but there's something about walking around a bookshop and just perusing with like some books in mind, but also being completely open-minded to see what's new, what's exciting. I don't know, it was so much fun, and I feel like I need to do that more, and I feel like I need more physical books. I think I may have put a bit too much blush on. Back from the walk now. It's now like 6, I want to say, and I'm just cooking up some dinner. I mean, it's not the weather for it, but a little sausage pasta situation. So I'm gonna roast some veggies, but honestly it was so nice to get out for a yap, see Darcy, like, you know, just one of those people that you click with and you can literally talk about anything and everything. It was just what I needed. Literally 5 minutes before Darcy arrived, a whole box, like a 12-pack of eggs, smashed, like fell off the shelf all onto the floor. And it was just, you know, one of those things where you're just like, please not today, like, why me? I feel like making friends in your 20s is so daunting. I think, especially as someone with anxiety, I think navigating friendships in your 20s can be quite difficult. Long-lasting friends know you. They know what you're like. If, I don't know, you struggle with replying to messages, or if you frequently have to cancel plans because of how you're feeling or whatever, there is that sense of understanding that potentially a new friend might not get. And I think as someone who struggles with their mental health, that for me is really important in a friendship, because I can't show up 24/7, and that is nothing against the person, but it's just a me thing. I have good days and bad days, as we all do, and you need people who understand that. And if you have friends who don't understand that, then potentially they aren't the person for you. I would love to do a video or to chat with some of my friends about, particularly friends I've made more recently, about making friends in your 20s, particularly as like an anxious person. I have always been a quality over quantity type of person, and I just want to make sure that the people around me understand me and that I understand them. Good afternoon. It's Friday afternoon. You may be wondering where I am, but I am dog sitting for my best friend's dog. So I'm literally having the best time ever. Hello. So it's just me and her this afternoon. Gonna have some fun, aren't we? It's weird being in your friend's house when no one's here. It feels kind of illegal. Yeah, they've got a pool, so that's the main attraction, other than obviously bestie dog. I'm gonna lounge by the pool and read my book because it's another hot day. A bit more overcast today, which makes it feel slightly cooler. This is where I'm gonna be this afternoon, reading The Shampoo Effect. I think we're on page maybe like 70 now. I read a chunk at the gym. Got some like life admin to do, but you best believe I'm gonna be hopping into that pool and reading my book and just having the absolute time of my life. And if that isn't my dream afternoon, I don't know what is. Oh hi, me again. I'm literally having the time of my life reading my book. I did get it a bit wet, which kind of upset me, but it's okay. We're learning to embrace imperfections. So let me put you down properly and we can have a chat. I've had a dip in the pool. It's like the perfect temperature. The sun's going in and out, which is so nice. I'm 80 pages. Haven't read too much, but I thought I could kind of explain a bit more what it's about. So basically it's multi-POV and we start from Caroline's perspective. She's a writer. She quits her job and then wins this writer's prize or something that means she has to move to Maine, I believe, and go and like write in this writer's retreat, lovely house. And then she meets Van and his group of friends and becomes involved with them, and then there's tensions, there's, I don't know, friendship group drama, especially with like a newcomer coming in. That is basically all I know so far. Every chapter is a different person's perspective, obviously, so I like seeing characters from other people's point of view because you kind of see whether or not they're kind of an unreliable narrator. I don't know, especially in this group because it's kind of gossipy, everyone's got opinions of the other people, so it's just very intriguing and I'm enjoying it so far. It does feel like the perfect summer book. I'm just having a great time. Just got back from lunch. Thought I'd show you my cute little outfit. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it properly. I'm going to have to like stand really far back. Top is M&S, skirt is the H&M one that I wore for the event, and then my ballet flats, which I can't remember where I think they're from Shoe. But I just felt really cute and summery, so I thought I'd show my outfit. My hair is crazy. We went for lunch at this cute little pub. It's now almost 3. I think I'm maybe like 30% of the way through the Shampoo effect, and I feel like I'm slowly getting into it. I do enjoy it, but because it like jumps between characters, I do feel like I really need to like connect with the characters. So I think I need to just like sit with the book for like an hour and just read uninterrupted with 0 distractions. It's more kind of literary fiction, no plot, just vibes. My room is an absolute tip. I desperately need to give it all a tidy. I'm feeling slightly overwhelmed and I just don't know how it just creeps up. Like I'll tidy it one evening and then before I know it, especially on days where I'm like, I'm getting ready, doing my makeup, I'm doing my hair, like I just feel like there's just stuff strewn absolutely everywhere. But we've got another Tala package. Now, I loved my pajamas so much and I was raving about them so much, and I was looking at all the colorways and was just obsessed, and my boyfriend very kindly bought me another pair just because I don't have a lot of short pajama sets, and I was obsessed with these and I was just like, they're good quality, they're very reasonably priced in the sale. And there was another colorway that I really wanted. I was like, I couldn't decide between the one that I got and then this other colorway that was recently added to like the discounts, and my boyfriend was very kind and bought me another pair. I can feel this current pair becoming like my favorite pajamas, and you know when you're like, when they're in the wash and you're like, what do I put on now? So now I can kind of have more pajamas in rotation, which is going to be really nice. Again, this isn't sponsored and I don't know when the sale ends. If there's still a sale going on by the time this video goes up, you have to get some. It's baby blue. If you know me, you know I love a bit of baby blue. I definitely want to get a colour analysis done, but in my opinion, I do think baby blue has always been one of those colours that suits me. I don't know, you may disagree. I think it's really flattering. And this one's like ribbed. So this one is not. Oh, inside out. It's got like a little kind of sports bra underneath, and I mean it is Tala, so don't know what you expect. This is just floral, very soft. Could you do like a mix and match moment with like the pink shorts and the blue top? I don't know, but I thought that could be cute. I loved them so much so I had to get a second pair, and look how sweet. They've both got these little heart buttons on, which I think are so cute. But yeah, just the perfect like summery pajamas. I do have a lot of pajama sets, but it's just one of those things. I think I saw Molly May say something about this years ago. How much of your time do you spend sleeping? It's like 20 years of your life or something you spend asleep, so you might as well invest in some good pajamas. At least that's what I'm telling myself to justify. I think I'm an enabler and I can always find a reason behind buying something. I have so many long pajama sets, like button up shirts and long trousers, but this time of year in the summer I've got absolutely nothing. Perfect. And then I've already opened this, but it arrived last night. I ordered Funny Story. I caved. This is what people were saying. I think I saw Sarah Crawley saying that Funny Story is her favourite Emily Henry book, and I had a friend reply to one of my stories the other day when I said I was starting Happy Place. She gave me like her ranking of Emily Henry, and Funny Story was second. She said Happy Place was her favourite. We're slowly but surely building the collection. I can't believe that this time a week ago I hadn't even picked up an Emily Henry book, and now I'm like, I need a marathon, I need to read them all. So I think potentially after the Shampoo effect I might might read this. I think we're just gonna have a little chill afternoon. I desperately need to give my room a quick tidy. Good morning, happy Sunday. Having a bit of a no scroll day. I've been bricked out of my phone for like 3 or 4 hours. I'm having like a mini Sunday reset. I don't know if you've seen the trend going around of 5 things that I think are worth the money. Yesterday I posted my version that was like self-care, and I thought I could share them on here as well because I've said this in previous videos, but I definitely hyperfixate on things and I'm always going to invest in self-care. I always think anything that's going to make you happy within reason is going to be worth the money. I thought we could do a rapid fire things that I think are worth the money on here in case you haven't seen it already on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Number 1 will come as no surprise, and that was a Kindle. It makes me read so much more quickly. I take it absolutely everywhere. I've said this in this video as well, but I just love the convenience of a Kindle and you can't go wrong. Number 2 is an Aura ring. This has made me so more in tune with my body. It's made me so much more active, helped with my sleep hygiene. Number 3 is my Awala or any sort of emotional support water bottle. Just makes me drink so much more water. I take it absolutely everywhere with me. I just love the flip and the fact that you can sip it with a straw without having to like tip it. It's just great. Number 4, what was number 4? Oh, my red light mask. It is the ultimate self-care gadget. It feels like such like a pamper item. When I've got my red light mask on, I'm reading on my Kindle, brown noise is going, like it is just helping me wind down. I love it so much. Last but not least, we've got a projector, and this has been an absolute game changer for my self-care evenings, movie nights. It's literally like your own cinema size screen, just in your bedroom or on any like spare wall that you have. Obviously also you can get like a projector screen for it. Put all my comfort YouTubers on my projector. Netflix, Off Campus, The Summer I Turned Pretty were my go-to shows for the projector. Best gift I've ever received. That was my birthday present last year from my boyfriend. I don't think he can ever top it. Like, it is the best. I couldn't recommend it enough. It's one of those things where you don't realise how good a projector is until you have one and you're like, how have I gone however many years of my life without a projector? It feels so special when you're just like sat in bed watching on the big screen, or you invite your friends around for a movie night or whatever. And I will link all of these things in the description if you're after any. Couldn't recommend them enough. But I just thought I'd share that on here because I did say in a few videos ago that I have such niche like hyperfixation favourites, and those are some of them. I definitely have 10 million more hyperfixations. That is just the tip of the iceberg. One thing I didn't mention, but I definitely should have, it was only 5 things and I completely forgot about it and I don't know why, is a Lumi lamp for my seasonal depression girlies in the winter when it is so dark. I mean, I just use this as like a room lamp all day long. It does like sunset, so you can put it on and it will gradually go and fade down whilst you go to sleep. But when you wake up in the morning, you can set your alarm so that this will turn on. I think I set mine to half an hour before I need to get up, but I think you can do 45 minutes or 15 minutes and it will like gradually get lighter as you're waking up. I'm so sad I didn't include this in my video because this is an absolute game changer. I think because I don't rely on it as much this time of year, because obviously it gets light at like 4 in the morning and gets dark at like 10, but when the sun rises at 8 and sets at like 3:30, I think if I were to get a new one, mine is absolutely fine and I don't need one. But maybe when this one starts dying, or if when I move out I want to put it in like a guest bedroom and get a new one for my bedroom, I would like the hatch. I think the hatch, you can change the alarm and you can also use it kind of like a speaker. I do think Lumi have ones that are also like a Bluetooth speaker. Any sort of sunset lamp, sunrise sunset lamp, is an absolute game changer for the SAD girlies, especially living in the UK in the winter is absolutely brutal. You can thank me later. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on keeping on with my Sunday reset. I've read some of my book this morning. I want to get through a big old chunk. It is many hours later. I'm being attacked by a fly. I don't know what it is. It's really overstimulating. I'm gonna have to, we'll talk in a second because this fly does not want to leave me again. Hello. I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't read as much of this book as I would like. I'm not sure if part of the reason is that I'm finding it kind of slow. And I said this about Hello Beautiful because it took me a while to get through the first like 50% and then I just flew through. So I'm hoping that's what happens with the Shampoo effect. However, I do have to double down on the fact that like there isn't much going on. I feel like I thought it would be a bit more plot driven than it is. I think it's just a case of bricking my phone and fully just reading with 0 distractions this evening, so that is the plan. How beautiful is that? I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. I will never get over living in the countryside and just how this is on my doorstep. Like, it's insane. Hopefully we can get through a chunk this evening. I've also had a bit of like a no makeup day. It's certainly cooler than it has been the past few weeks, but there's just something about doing your skincare and then just keeping all fresh faced throughout the day, especially in hot weather. There's nothing I want to do less than caking makeup on my face. I don't know. Whoa. Hello. It's a few hours later. I have had a shower. I had a bit of like an evening self-care reset. Had a shower, did some under eye patches, had a little sleep tea. We're winding down. Got my trusty book lamp. I usually have fairy lights all over my bed. Like, my boyfriend jokes that my room is the Blackpool illumination, like lights everywhere. I've got fairy lights on my fireplace, fairy lights on my little like book nook alcove thing, fairy lights by my mirror, and I usually have fairy lights on my bed, but they've died, so I've had to order a new set because I can't be without them. That is something that I'm so precious about. I need mood lighting. I am so anti a big light in a room. I have always said, and like, no offense if you love like sitting in the big light, this is like each their own, but I could never be one of those people. I will literally have every single like ambient light in my room possible. Like I said, my Lumi as well always has to be on, but I will never have the big light on, especially in the darker months like October, November, December, January, February. That is what gets me through like all my lights in my room. I need them. I need it. Like, it is the absolute best. But yeah, had a bit of a self-care evening. My phone is bricked and this is really blinding me. This is where we're at. We're over halfway after reading Happy Place in under 48 hours. I was like, this book, I'm gonna devour it, but alas, it's taking me a bit longer, but that's absolutely fine. I also have had other things going on, and that is the thing with reading, is you go in little peaks and troughs of like devouring a book or being slightly busier and having less time to read, and it's completely normal. I think I need to get back into reading audiobook. You can do so much more whilst you're reading. Like, I love putting an audiobook on whilst I'm doing like a craft or cleaning around the house. Maybe I'll see if they have the Shampoo effect on audiobook. I remember when I discovered immersive reading, which, if you don't know, listening to the audiobook at the same time as reading the book, it was literally a game changer, because when I just couldn't focus on a book, I couldn't lock in, I was putting the book down every other second. The audiobook just like forces you to keep going because you have to physically pick your phone up and like press pause or whatever. That used to be my go-to when I was in a bit of a reading slump or not vibing with a book. I would get the audiobook. I always put them on like at least 2 times speed. I have a very short attention span. I really thought that I would have flown through more books in this video. Can I say I've completed the challenge? Technically yes, like, I have only read summer books. It's been 2. I thought I would get through like 4 or 5 in this vlog. I think I'll check in with you next when we've read more of this book. I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow, the next day, who knows, and hopefully by then we'll get through this book and we'll pick up another very, very exciting summer read, and then I can peacefully finish this vlog and all will be well. So I'll see you at some point. I finally finished The Shampoo Effect. It feels like I started that book weeks and weeks ago. I've done it and this vlog can end. I've rated it 3.75. It's a good book, don't get me wrong. Not much happens. It's literary fiction maxing. Like, it is literally just no plot, just vibes. You're just kind of following a group of friends and their somewhat mundane life with a bit of like gossip in there. And I did just find you'd get really invested in a particular character and then the momentum just stopped. It was exactly what I was after in terms of like, I wanted a summery book, and that's what it felt like. It felt like summer in a book. It's set in Maine. It did tick a lot of boxes on that front, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I judged a book by its cover because it was just the most summery book cover. That being said, we're on to the next Emily Henry book. Funny story, I'm not too far in, maybe 40, 50 pages in, and I'm enjoying it. It's just, this is what I need. This is like the summer book I need. I have been on Vinted today and I found, I think it was Book Lovers for £1 on Vinted. So I've ordered that. I also found Beach Read. I think I might get that on Vinted as well to take on holiday. I loved Happy Place. I feel like I'm gonna love this. I guess this vlog needs to end because it's been going for so long. It was supposed to just be a week, but then I was like, well, I've only read 2 books and I hadn't even finished The Shampoo Effect, and that took me so long. So I was like, I need to see it through to the end of The Shampoo Effect and just kind of update you once I'd finished that, and then I could finish the vlog. I'm still very much in my summer reads era. I've got a big TBR full of summer books. I've had such amazing recommendations from you guys. I feel like I'm in such a good place with reading at the moment and enjoying reading, other than we're gonna gloss over the fact fact that it took me so long to get through the shampoo effect. But yeah, this vlog does need to end at some point because I was hoping to get it up on Monday, like last Monday. We're not going to beat ourselves up, we're going to give ourselves grace. I am going to love you and leave you. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching and for bearing with me as I make it through this vlog. I haven't fully edited it yet, so I hope it comes together in some sort of format. Fingers crossed. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. And as always, I just keep getting such nice comments and people even like DMing me like, when's the next YouTube? Which is very, very kind and just not what I expected at all when I started these videos. I've been struggling a bit mentally recently, but I'm just feeling positive. I'm feeling happy and excited and just like content, and a lot of that is coming from lovely comments which just make this feel so like worthwhile and gratifying. I will see you very, very soon with an exciting video, which is basically my final video before I go on holiday. So it's going to be like all the holiday prep. I'm excited, but I'm nervous because there's so much to do before I go away. I'm kind of overwhelmed, but we'll get to that in the next video. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you're well, and if you're struggling, we've got this. We'll get through it, and take care of yourself. Self-care is productive. We'll see you very soon with my next video. Bye!